Warning, do not watch this video if you're expecting fancy edits or tutorials or anything. This is just going to be me sharing my thoughts about the future of AI automations and where the AI agency model is heading as somebody who has been in this space for the past 2 years. So if you're not here to watch that, please don't waste your time. But for the few people that might watch this, I just wanted to quickly share my thoughts and talk about where we're heading as far as kind of the AI automation space and and the AI space in general when it comes to working with clients and also kind of the YouTube sphere as well. Now, I'm sure if I have noticed at least, and I'm sure a lot of people have noticed this, that the past few months, the AI agency space, whether it's in tutorials on YouTube or creating school communities, is gotten incredibly saturated. And one of the things that's kind of weird is I've noticed that people who have never had or never had worked with any clients are promising people that they'll help them land like multiple clients or help them make thousands of dollars a month. But anyways, I'm not here to complain about that. I respect everybody's hustle, but I'm just sharing my thoughts here. One thing that's happening that I've noticed is because this space is starting to get saturated, I think it's also starting to weed out the people who are not serious, which is a great thing, right? Just like with any technology or any space that becomes hot. In the past, obviously year, the N8N space has been extremely hot, and N8N is the most popular AI automation tool in the market. So obviously everybody has started a YouTube channel creating workflows and tutorials and school communities and making ridiculous promises. But even with clients, like I'm sure people who have hired people to build them automation, they have noticed how a lot of it is empty promises. Because if there's one thing I have learned working with businesses is they do not care what technology you're using. They could care less whether you're using GPT-4, GPT-5, or Claude or whatever it is. The only thing they care about is whether you're going to solve their business problem, right? And the only way or the only reason a business is willing to pay somebody to incorporate some new technology is if they're going to have a positive return on their investment. And the only way, most of the time, at least that I've seen, is to solve a problem that the business is facing. For instance, if a small business can't afford to hire somebody to take calls as a receptionist, if you promise to build them a voice AI receptionist and tell them this is how much it's going to cost, but here's the return on investment, that's an easier sell. But if you start talking to them about gibberish of how this AI automation workflow with this AI agent and this AI model is going to do this and that, you're going to lose that client pretty quickly. Because at the end of the day, they look at it from a problem perspective and a solution. They could care less what technology you're using. So I think for people who are serious and are willing to put in the work and are patient, we're still in the early stages of AI. So if you're somebody like that who has realistic expectations and you're not going to listen to a lot of these kids promising you that you'll be making $200,000 a month with your AI agency space, then I think the future for you is bright for sure. Especially if you have some kind of experience in a particular niche, right? I mean, I've seen people in my community, for example, who have had roofing companies and they bring in like 20 years of experience in that space. And now they're starting to build like AI automations. They're learning and collaborating with people together. It's amazing to see like some of the people who have collaborated in my community and come up with amazing, automations and tools. And from there, they've started to sell that to clients in that particular industry, right? So I think that's great. And I think a lot of businesses who are going to offer those services are going to shift towards that, right? Because if you are in a particular industry and you are going to have a discovery call with the client that's from that said industry, you're going to be able to speak their language, right? And if you have some sales skills, which is a skill that will never go away, you will be able to beat out all of these people who are quote unquote AI agency owners, that one day they sell to gyms, the next day they sell to roofing, the next day they sell to spas, right? If you have a particular niche that you're focusing on and you're experienced, the chances of you having a long-term success is really, really high. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about where the future is heading is, I think the voice AI space is incredibly interesting right now, and we're in very early stages. So we're a partner with Retail AI, which is one of the best voice platforms in the market. We provide certifications in our community for that. So I've talked to them a lot. I've talked to their CEO. I've talked to a bunch of people from the voice AI industry, and they have mentioned this to me, and I've also read a lot about this, and you guys can check that out. I think one of the largest sums of money that were invested by VCs were into voice AI market the past 2 years. And I think Y Combinator came up with a report of, I can't remember to be honest that report, but you can check it out. So I think we're in the very early stages of the voice AI industry, and it's extremely interesting. And I think that industry is gonna be huge because just naturally there's so much need for voice AI agents for every industry that I see, specifically if you have a niche that you can focus on. Because as things get more and more automated, I think people are going to become more comfortable dealing with voice agents, right? Right now, I think it's still that there's some problems. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not perfect. Voice AI agents are not perfect. And I've been building voice AI agents for the past year now with 11 Labs, Retail, Vappy, Telenex, and all sorts of different technologies. But recently, I built a voice agent, a receptionist with GPT real time. And it's absolutely incredible. The latency, and for those of you who are not familiar, latency is basically those awkward pauses that the voice agent kind of has between, when it listens to the customer or the person that's talking to it and it responds. There's sometimes a lag. So the GPT real time, it's getting to a place where it's almost instantaneous, which is amazing. And remember, it's only going to get better from here. So I think as these voice technologies, these real-time voice AI technologies improve, this is going to be a huge market in the next couple of years. So if you're starting new, honestly, I would suggest jumping into that market and really focusing on that. And it's going to be just, in my opinion, we're in the beginning stages of where N8N was last year, right? When I started making content about N8N on my channel, I think it was like August of 2024. There was like barely any people, right, making content. So I think that's where we were at in the voice AI agent space. At least that's what I think. Again, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I'm wrong. Again, I don't get offended. So I just want to create a discussion. I'm always learning from people. So I'm not saying that I'm some crazy expert. I just, I'm just providing my opinion. So my opinion could be wrong. But I think that's where we're headed. And I think I see a huge opportunity in this space. So for those of you who are just starting, I think I would suggest focusing on that. Because one thing is, it's actually very easy to demo. And that's a huge thing when you're talking to a potential client and they are not familiar with AI. It's very easy for you to demo a voice agent, and a lot of times they do get surprised, and at least they show interest. And then on the next calls, maybe you gotta use your sales skills to be able to close that client, right? But so I think it's very interesting. Let me know your thoughts on the comment. Again, I would love to hear from anybody, especially for those of you if you have your AI agencies. I would love to hear from people what their thoughts are. And just my shameless plug, if you're interested in learning about voice AI automations or just AI automations in general and AI agencies, and you have realistic expectations, again, not expecting you're going to make, $100,000 a month, then check out my community. I'll put the link in the description. I would love to see you guys there.